Inside a secure control center,
Run number 347.
this team of technicians is getting ready to start a crucial new phase in the construction of Crossrail, London's brand new subterranean railway.
Can you just give us confirmation of the traction power?
And confirm route is set to Paddington.
Just before 7 o'clock tonight, they plan to launch the very first test train through the tunnels beneath the heart of central London.
GTM receiving.
This phase is critical. Without this phase of testing, we wouldn't open the railway. We need this 10-minute countdown before we commence this road test, Jack.
You're ready to start in 10 minutes, over.
They need these tests to run without a hitch for the £15 billion railway to hit its opening deadline.
Commencing 30-second countdown from now, over.
Over the last 9 years, an army of more than 10,000 workers have been under pressure to finish building this new railway. It's one of the most ambitious engineering projects in Britain since the time of Brunel. In the previous series, we followed workers burrow the railway's tunnels, install the tracks, and build its trains.
We're under a very tight deadline.
How much time we have?
This series, we follow construction workers battling to complete its final stages.
That's close. Everybody out of the way.
Finally, the wait is over.
Fitting out the stations. You ready? Powering up the line.
Switching now.
And testing the trains underground.
GTM receiving, over.
The atmosphere on site is intense.
As mounting delays threaten to postpone its launch.
The smallest delay can have a massive knock-on effect.
We didn't say this was going to be easy.
This is the exclusive next chapter of the race to build London's new underground railway. Danny O'Connell leads tonight's critical operation to run the very first Elizabeth Line train through the railway's new underground tunnels in a bid to test its performance.
GTM receiving, over.
There's just one snag. The railway isn't finished. Engineers have been forced to stop work on the tunnels and completely clear the line to allow for Danny's team to undertake this test.
We need the tunnel sections clear of the hundreds of people that are working down there. That also includes the removal of multiple engineering trains. There's a process of energising the overhead line or the traction power. Once that's finalised, we can then start looking at moving trains into the tunnel sections to commence testing. This is the first for me. It is quite intense, but it's the only way to deliver the project.
Before the line can open to passengers, they need to run 619 tests like this to check that the railway's 10,000+ components work flawlessly.
GTM receiving.
It's the first time the train would be through that section of a tunnel, so there's people making sure that the train fits initially. And our first phase of testing through this section is slow speed, 5 miles per hour, and then 10, and then at 23 miles per hour. Tonight doesn't go well, that can impact future testing we plan to do, so it's key that we hit this milestone.
Starting at Abbey Wood, Danny must guide the first train west through a 15-kilometre section of the railway beneath central London all the way to Paddington. It sounds simple, but with permanent communication systems not yet installed between Whitechapel and Paddington, his team will have limited contact with the train crew.
Once it goes past Whitechapel, we don't have visibility of it here, but we have teams on the ground. I'll be a lot happier when it reaches the other end to Paddington Station. It's nerve-wracking.
It'll be good to go in 5 minutes if you're ready. Yeah.
So each station up to Paddington, wait for a minute, and then come back.
Got it.
5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. knots now.
So the train's now moving from Abbey Wood.
You're clear down to X-ray 11316.
On this key run, crew will test the train's power and speed,
1952.
its ability to read signals, whether its wheels run smooth along the freshly laid tracks, and its braking when pulling into stations.
Yeah, test train 21 now at XR313 Canary Wharf. Could we have permission now to continue on run number 361? We'll just carry on down to Paddington, calling all stations. TTM receiving. Test train 21 now at Whitechapel. Got bad comms here.
They head past Whitechapel.
We've now lost visibility of it. I'll be a lot happier when the train arrives at the other end.
TTM receiving. 21 now at Paddington on the eastbound. That is test run 361 completed.
Congratulations, yeah. Well done.
1941 and 31%. Yeah, all received.
It's a massive, massive milestone moving that vehicle across central London to Paddington on the west. It's definitely a champagne moment, I believe. Yeah, hi, Dave. Congratulations on the test, yeah. It's a job well done there. We've got a matter of months until the railway opens. A critical milestone was met today. This is a massive weight off my shoulders, but there's other milestones we need to hit as well.
This first test may be a success, but Danny's team have their work cut out, with 618 more test runs to complete before the £15 billion railway can open.
It's about delivering the railway safely. There's a big responsibility here.
As the first test train clears the tracks, construction trains can head back into the tunnels to offload crucial supplies and equipment to crews. Now, workers are under pressure to fit out the railway. This involves installing its signalling systems, lighting, platform cladding, escalators, and signage. There's a huge amount of work to do before passenger services can begin. When complete, the Elizabeth line, formerly called Crossrail, will run overground from Reading and Heathrow in the west, straight underneath central London. It will plug directly into key mainline train stations, connecting the bustling West End to the historic Square Mile and the vibrant East End, before terminating at Abbey Wood and Shenfield in Essex. 120 kilometres of new railway will link to the rest of the tube to alleviate pressure on the existing network. The deadline for opening this new railway is December 2018. Responsibility for delivering the project on time and on budget lies with Crossrail CEO Simon Wright. Simon has a proven track record in helping to deliver major construction projects, including the 2012 Olympic Park.
Good morning, everyone. Pleasure to welcome Simon.
Thank you very much. Crossrail's 92% complete. There's a lot to do. There's a few months to do it in. Tunnelling is complete. The railway tracks are in. Floors are going down and cladding's going up. However, the strange thing about railways is if you do not have
all of it, you then have none of it. No stations, no railway, no service.
They're behind schedule. It's taken engineers 4 months longer than originally planned to complete all the major construction work on the railway.
Big projects have lots of challenges, but we've had some pretty big challenges as well, and these have caused significant delays. We had issues around big shafts that we sink to build stations. We had to make sure we're not putting unacceptable movement into the surrounding buildings because, of course, we're building these stations right in the heart of London. We had some delays in being able to deal with some of the very poor ground conditions.
The overruns with construction have not only delayed the start of the train tests under London, but also mean that these tests must now take place at the same time that engineers are working around the clock to fit out the line's tunnels and platforms.
Getting back, make sure they don't enter the platform though, yeah?
With so little space and time to work with, hitting the railway's opening deadline will be a complex challenge for Simon's teams.
Time lost is not something you can recover. We've got a plan. It's tighter than it was, of course, which means it's going to be tougher than it would have been.
There's lots of things can go wrong. Our job, your job, is to make sure they don't.
I've been working major projects for quite a long time, and Crossrail has been, without doubt, the most complicated, but we're very determined here that we're going to get it right.
The atmosphere on site is intense. There is a fair deal of stress, you know, there's a good deal of pressure, but we have to deal with that. Our reputations are certainly on the line on this one.
With 9 months to go before December's launch, one of the biggest tasks facing engineers is to finish the railway's 10 huge central stations. The most complex new hub under construction lies in the heart of London's West End. At Tottenham Court Road. This site has always been a pinch point. It's the gateway to London's busy shopping mecca, theatre and restaurant district. Lorries and equipment above ground fight a constant battle with traffic for space. While below ground, workers face an even tighter squeeze. It's here, back in 2013, that engineers had to guide a 120-ton digging machine through the narrowest point along the entire route, known as the Eye of the Needle, to excavate over 40 kilometers of tunnels for the Elizabeth Line trains to travel through. The walls of this station have been slowly closing in on its workers ever since. This once huge, deep, open void in the earth has now become a cramped work site.
You installing some signage, Mark? When's it going in?
Project manager Li Ling Hai is responsible for all aspects of the station's construction and fit-out.
This is the most complicated part of the project. This is the time when we are turning empty structures and empty tunnels into living, breathing buildings with lighting, with cladding, with fixtures, with fittings. Tottenham Court Road might look like a huge station, but actually it's a very small amount of space for many people to do many things. And not only that, you've got a very small timescale to do it in. Being a project manager of a station on such a complex project is a bit like holding on to 400 spinning plates and making sure they're delivered in exactly the right place whilst riding a unicycle crossing on a tightrope.
With all the access shafts, once used to lower materials and equipment underground, now sealed up, the main way to deliver supplies to workers is through the tunnels themselves, on these special construction trains. Supplies are stored at 2 key depots, one in Westbourne Park in West London, and one in Plumstead in the southeast. Up to 18 construction trains a day shuttle up to 1,300 tons of supplies into the tunnels. Once in position, each train is stuck until the trains in front or behind complete their task to allow it to move. And if engineers don't finish each task on time, the trains must haul supplies back to the depot each night to clear the line. The logistics of scheduling these construction trains is incredibly complex.
To get the job done, you're going to need a lot of coordination. But sometimes the decision is made that the construction train is needed elsewhere. And if that happens, we are then delayed at Tottenham Court Road.
Today, Lee Ling's team is waiting for the train to deliver the station's platform screen doors.
It's really important to get the platform screen doors in, because without the platform screen doors, we're not going to be able to open the station. As the project manager, I feel a great sense of responsibility to make sure this station is delivered safely and to the right quality.
Engineers must install 4 kilometers of floor-to-ceiling platform screens in 8 new central stations. The screens stop passengers falling onto the tracks and maintain airflow around the station. Each screen unit is made from blast-proof glass and has a straight edge. But Tottenham Court Road's eastbound platform is a 200-metre-long curve, shaped to avoid hitting a subterranean maze of sewers, foundations and other rail lines. So Lee Ling's team are relying on a construction train equipped with special robotic arms to carefully lift and connect each straight-edge screen at a 0.4-degree angle from one another. If the angle is too great, the screen could jut out and collide with an oncoming train. They must fight for every millimetre of space. The more screens they install, the tighter their worksite becomes.
They need to be dropped in to place with millimetre precision. Otherwise, the train would bash into the doors, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
Whatever it takes to get it instructed to all the stations.
It's down to lead engineer Frank Foley to fit all the screens into place, assuming they arrive on the train.
The works train should be there on the platform waiting for us, with the first modules to be installed of the platform screen doors.
That train being there isn't a good sign. We've got another works train here. So if that's there, then we can't get our train in. So we have to wait for this one to be moved out the way. Could be a while there. No sign of them. Is there an engine on the end of that, or is that just a wagon?
Yeah.
Okay.
This construction train is 50 metres long. It's stopped en route to Farringdon, the next station up the line, to deliver sections of wall cladding. Its tail end causes a train jam, delaying work.
Once one person's delayed, it holds up the next person, holds up the next person. Hi, do we have an update on when this train's getting out of the way?
Him out now, he's on the radio.
Fantastic, fantastic. Great.
It takes an hour and a half to get the construction train on the move.
There he goes. It's a relief. Finally, the wait is over.
With the right train now on the platform, the team can finally start installing the screens.
So these are the modules on the back. They're covered up to protect them in transit. The first step is for the train to be carefully aligned in the correct spot to start unloading the first module, to lift the module off the back of the train and align it accurately with the brackets that are already installed on the platform. Now it's down to the installation.
Ready?
Using a remote control, workers carefully guide the train's robotic arms to move each screen into position.
All right, coming down.
Can take 6 weeks to get a replacement glass panel.
Go right to touch. Okay. All in.
It's that nail-biting time when they find out if the brackets are in the right place or not.
I'll go back and touch.
Lining up each screen weighing the equivalent of 2 family cars, with its brackets, takes a delicate touch.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. They're bolting up the top brackets here, which fix the module to this structural beam that goes the length of the platform. It's a bit fiddly with the spanners to do. They do have to be careful when they're installing the doors. If you hit the edge of it with a spanner or something, you could shatter a whole panel.
Okay, all good.
So that's the first one done. So we've still got a long way to go.
Coming down.
Frank's team now need to pick up the pace to fit the remaining 137 screens.
Okay, try the bolt. Okay, ready?
It's always a relief when you see a bolt go in the right position or you see holes that line up accurately.
This is an incredibly crucial time for the project. We're under a very tight deadline. Everybody has to play their part so that we can get this railway open.
When complete, the new Tottenham Court Road Station will shuttle nearly 30 million passengers a year into London's West End. The area has undergone a dramatic transformation since work on the Elizabeth line began, but at the expense of some local heritage. Melvin Benn ran one of London's most famous music venues, the Astoria. This Victorian structure was torn down in 2009 to make way for the new station.
It was iconic. It was the place to watch music. The Rolling Stones, in their height, would still come and want to play the Astoria. It's very sad to me that the West End isn't where people are coming to see music anymore. It's really difficult for me to walk past this corner now.
London has lost almost half of its live music venues since 2007, although the line promises to kickstart developments here, including a new theatre. Across London, up to 5 million square feet of space could be regenerated into new residential and commercial areas as a result of the Elizabeth line's construction.
Will a new venue replace it? Of course it won't replace it, but will it be good? I hope so.
Four stops east, at the Elizabeth line's new Canary Wharf station, crews are also feeling the squeeze on time and space.
2 notches up!
Once complete, this will be one of the biggest stations on the line, shuttling 100,000 commuters a day into London's booming financial hub. 10 years ago, this site was a disused dock. Engineers had to pump out 100 million litres of water and pour in 375,000 tonnes of concrete to build this unique station that sits on an island. Today, above ground, a £150 million shopping and restaurant complex hopes to capitalise on this new influx of commuters. While underground, engineers face a battle to fit out the platform and ticket halls to make them operational. Tonight is a critical night for the team at Canary Wharf.
So they've chopped the trees down. It should clear it. A couple of loose slabs around here as well.
They're preparing to install this station's biggest piece of machinery. Site manager Felix Ahati is responsible for all mechanical and electrical work taking place at the station.
Canary Wharf Station is my baby. You know, for me, it's the best station on the project. My favorite path is actually where we're standing right now at the platform level. This is where people board the train. I'll definitely be taking this train. I will be. It doesn't get bigger than this, being the largest construction project in Europe. As a kid, I started building Lego, but now I'm building real systems that people can see and you can use. Coming to work is literally living a dream.
Felix's biggest challenge is to get fresh air to the tunnels and platforms underground. To make the Elizabeth line safe for commuters, ventilation systems in its stations must supply 26 cubic meters of air every hour per passenger.
You can describe it as the lungs of the actual tunnels. Or if there was an evacuation or fire in the station, the tunnel ventilation has a role to play in that.
Smoke from fire is one of the greatest threats to a subterranean railway. It can clog the tunnels and hinder the evacuation of passengers in an emergency. To combat smoke blocking the Elizabeth line tunnels, engineers are installing a smart ventilation system at each station. Canary Wharf's is made up of 120 complex components connected by 8 kilometers of cable. At either end of the station, Felix's team need to fit 3 huge fans, each weighing nearly 10 tons, to control and regulate airflow in and out of the tunnels. The fans are a crucial tool to help extract the smoke, giving passengers and staff the chance to evacuate safely. To meet the December launch deadline, crews are now working around the clock.
Tonight, we're installing the first of the tunnel ventilation fans at Canary Wharf, and it has to be done out of hours on the weekend, hence we're here at, 10 o'clock at night.
The fans are too big for construction trains to deliver, so Felix's team must jostle the 10-ton unit through this maze of dark streets and down underground.
You've got restaurants, bars and cinemas all within close proximity of the station. It's quite a long route that the fan has to navigate.
We'll bring the vehicles down to the Canary Wharf station. If there's any danger, stop. Yeah?
Right, priority night, though, lads, is safety, yeah?
This has taken a lot of planning to make sure we get the fan into the station without any incident. Wow, that's a big fan. This is the first time I've actually seen a fan. I've seen photos of it and drawings, but I haven't seen it in reality. It's quite huge.
OK, let's move. Excuse us, gents, can we just bring a vehicle through?
The slightest knock could damage the fan's intricate components and set the station fit-out back by weeks.
Keep her coming, keep her coming. Come on, keep her coming. Oh, that's it. Come on, keep coming.
Close the gates.
Just as they get going,
Stop, stop.
they face their first pinch point.
It's very close to the pillar. It's quite tight.
OK, mind your backs, he's coming back.
So better fit.
You could unhook it there. He should be able to get it with the forklift then and pull it, shouldn't he?
We're going to use the forklift to just gently maneuver it. Obviously, we're not going to touch the pillar.
Yeah, go on. Oh, he's going to shunt it.
OK, keep coming back, mate. Come back.
This is like doing when you do like a 5-point turn in the car.
Keep her coming, mate. Keep her coming.
Yeah, he's all right. He's cleared it.
Now travelling in reverse, the driver needs to slalom the fan through the skyscrapers to reach the station entrance.
Might get a little bit of a swing coming up.
We're just about to go under this archway. There's a bar right there. There's street furniture there. There's chandelier. The walls there. The dock is on the other side as well. It's quite tight. We don't want the fan ending up in the dock. We didn't say this was going to be easy.
Brian and Dennis either side.
What's that like, Dave? Nice and gentle. Yeah, you're well and truly clear. Keep going, mate.
They make it to the station.
If you go up a little bit, Dave.
There you are, that's better. Are we good?
But squeezing the fan through the entrance will be anything but a breeze.
The height of the fan is 2.8, and from what I remember, it's about 2.95 to the information board, so it's going to be tight.
Watch yourselves, gents. Need a couple of people at the back watching the skates. We're going to go out at an angle and then pull it around up into the room. We might need to give it a nudge up there. Everybody out of the way? All right, let's do it.
Oh, coming up to the lift now. Keep going forward. Back to you guys. Keep going forward.
It's very tight, but I've been told it's been measured, and hopefully we'll get it in.
Tony, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Watch it slowly. Measure for perfection, mate.
I was close. I was getting a bit nervous that I wasn't going to fit.
The fan may be inside the station, but it's a long way from its final resting place, 10 meters further underground. As the railway's December deadline bears down on engineers, across the line they race to feed in thousands of kilometers of power cables, fit bespoke glasswork into the ticket halls, and install station furniture. Workers are still competing with test trains for time and space in the railway tunnels.
Run 247, 23 mile an hour, over.
The ongoing fit-out work limits Danny's team to just a single 48-hour window every 2 weeks, where workers must down tools to allow test runs of the trains.
Yeah, so basically every Canary Wharf on the eastbound, up and down, up and down, up and down. That 48-hour period is very, very intense. We need to get in, get the job tested, and obviously then hand it back once we've finished back to the construction teams. They've received confirmation that they've requested the movement off now, yeah? And logistically, it's a nightmare. Specific tests are planned 4 weeks in advance. That involves multiple meetings and conferences. What's the feedback? It's not done on the whim. That the planning for this is quite detailed, as I said, because we've got multiple systems that we need to test.
The route's been set from 377.
What's key for us now is that we optimise every available hour.
Once in service carrying passengers, driving these new trains will be fraught with responsibility. Tube train drivers need to react fast to emergencies, from signal failures to people on the tracks. 21,000 people have applied to become drivers of the new fleet of Elizabeth Line trains. More applications than Oxford and Cambridge universities receive each year combined. 310 applicants have made it onto the training program.
Welcome to Driver Training School. Well done for making it this far. We'll go around eventually and do some...
Adam Spicer is responsible for bringing new recruits up to scratch.
It is an intense training course. They've got to learn all about the trains they're going to be driving. They've got to learn about the routes in a really short period of time. Obviously, when you first start, you're going to need to know a lot of information. You're going to need to know speeds, where to brake, everything. Unfortunately, if the performance or the training is not going well, then ultimately they'd be removed from the training program. Some of the backgrounds some of the drivers are coming here with are vast. We've got a lot of policemen, a lot of firemen, casino croupiers. It's very diverse.
A starting salary of up to £60,000 a year is on offer to those who are successful, but passing the course isn't straightforward. Rochelle Jackson is one trainee to make the cut.
From leaving school, I spent about 15 years in the finance industry, and what made me apply for the role as a trainee train driver was relishing on a new challenge.
When you couple a train, if it doesn't couple first time, all manner of things could happen.
The training course is going to be very fast-paced. There'll be a lot of pressure from myself as well to learn like the rules, the routes, and also the type of trains that we'll be driving.
After 10 weeks of theory, recruits face their first real test, the simulator. This £1 million machine is designed to look and function like a real train cab. It can replicate any route, weather, or emergency the recruits may face in the field.
Yeah, we're in room 2. How you feeling? Yeah?
Yeah.
Say hello to the driver managers. They're going to be doing your assessment. Hi, Rochelle.
Worst case scenario would be that I don't pass this assessment.
So, make yourself comfortable.
We have to pass this part before we're allowed to drive passenger trains. Are you all right for me to set this up?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Slightly nervous.
Close doors.
Close the doors.
That's it, where we go. Take her up to about 40 mile an hour.
Okay, 40 mile an hour.
And then start opening the train up to line speed, which is 70 mile an hour.
She's doing well. She's listening.
Okay.
Making sure that she's not breaking any speed limits.
We want to put them under a little bit of pressure. We like to just chuck in the occasional unexpected thing.
The instructors plan to switch a signal to red without warning, giving Rochelle almost no time to stop. How she reacts to this is crucial.
So here we go, red.
Oh.
Spud alert. Contact the signaller. Spud alert. Contact the signaller.
Contact the signaller.
Hello, Romford Signaller speaking.
Hello, Romford Signaller. This is a driver of 2 Juliet 03.
Yeah, and what it is, we've had reports of some track circuit failure in that area. Are you okay to continue?
So if this happened in real life out there, you'd probably be a little bit shaken up now because you're not expecting it. You're flying along at 60 miles an hour and something happened like that, you'd probably be a little bit shaken up.
Driver, you have my permission to proceed into Romford Station and obey all other signals, please, driver.
Coast into the platform. Voila.
Okay, Rochelle, thank you very much for your time today. That concludes your assessment.
Rochelle needs good feedback to progress to driving a real train.
Really liked your setup for the cab initially, good and confident. You knew what you were doing, you worked your way around the screen, no problems at all. Double checked with Ronnie, okay, that what your train length was. You okay?
Sorry.
It's okay,
Sorry.
you're right.
No, not really.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
I don't
Tell
know.
me.
No, I just normally don't have any problems, and I don't know why.
Come through.
Done well.
I was saying, I'm one of the least emotional people.
Done well. You've done well.
Thank
okay?
you.
And it shows that you care. A credit to you. Well done.
Thank you. I think I put a bit too much pressure on myself. It was definitely more nerve-wracking than I thought it was going to be.
Rochelle's done really well. But getting behind the wheel of a multi-million-pound train is a whole different ballgame. And that's when the pressure really kicks in.
Across London, teams are working hard to hit the railway's December opening deadline. Fitting the 13 new ticket halls with lighting, installing 81 new escalators, and over 3,200 CCTV cameras. At Tottenham Court Road, it's taken Frank's team 9 weeks, longer than expected, to install 138 platform screen units on the challengingly curved eastbound platform.
All these materials have to be stuck on the floor. Don't get too wide, because it will block the walkway.
The closer they get to the end of the platform, the tighter the space becomes for crew.
All the parts are here, all the part numbers are being checked.
If any of the other 138 screens aren't lined up correctly, the last 2 won't fit.
These 2 panels are probably the most critical. If they don't fit, then we've got a major problem. They will have to take them away and remake them.
Make sure you've got all the fixings you need, everything, right? Already out, ready.
Oh, it's moving. Oh, hold on. 935, that's what we need.
These final screens will seal the platform off from the track. Now, one of the only ways in and out of the tunnel for workers is through this door.
One of the constraints we've got here installing these last 2 panels is we've got an access route that runs straight past them. Very busy down here on the platform at the moment. Everyone's trying to get all of their work done at the same time in very constrained areas. It is a challenging day today.
You need to get down as quick as possible so you can get these people out.
Oh, tell them to come in.
Are you the only one?
Yeah, because they're just taking...
Oh, we'd have just left you out there. Come on.
How much time we have?
In the middle.
Ideally, someone needs to stay in there and let us know if any people coming from the truck.
Madness.
You have to wait. Pass me the low cover. Low cover.
Madness.
1 second.
Right, Madness, after this, you just get everything in, yeah? You've got 10 minutes to get it all finished. Right, Madness, you've got to lift this in, yeah?
Yeah. All right, out to you. That's it.
Right, how much is it stuck?
It's about 2-3 mil.
John needs to hit it hard.
Yeah.
Excuse me, watch your back, please.
To me. Now, hold on. You have to hold the pressure.
It's all right, this will be done in literally 5 minutes now.
The restricted workspace means this screen takes twice as long to install as the others.
Stop for a minute, yeah?
Everyone's feeling the pressure.
Do not leave it on the wood, right? Because if you break it, we're not going to get any more for weeks. See this metal? That's what you need to put on the floor. So you need to turn it so it goes like that and then lift it up, right? Just because I don't want the glass touching the floor. John, can you just stand there and make sure nobody opens this door, yeah? At all.
Let's go. All mine. This glass needs to come up this way. Up. How is it? That tower, bring it closer.
Right, tower back now. Bring the tower. That is the very last piece now.
Yeah, 1 ball in. That's it. All done.
All right, lads, well done.
The doors are finally in, but 10 weeks later than originally planned. East, at Canary Wharf.
It's going to be quite tight, because just the fan is so big.
Felix's team must carefully slot a 10-ton fan unit down into the bowels of the station.
We have to drop the fan down to the level below into the shaft. Obviously, we can't just take it down the stairs, and it's definitely too big to fit in the lift.
The only way down is through a hole in the floor. Then the team will need to haul the fan 7 meters to reach the ventilation shaft. The heavy unit could wreck the newly laid floor. So the team plan to use special hover pads to skate the fan on a thin cushion of air to reach its housing. Then they must roll it on rails to align it perfectly over the ventilation shaft. If they're just a millimeter out, the fan will jam, derailing their plans to complete this station on time.
Time is ticking.
No, on you go. Nice and easy, nice and slow. On you go. Keep going. That's good there, Sean. You're good this side. Plenty of room there.
Halfway over the void now.
It's a good pace. Yeah, that's good there, Sean. Start lowering off. Nearly there, Will, nearly there. We'll get this landed. Right, hold it up. That's good there, land it.
With the fan safely down, they position 4 hover pads underneath. Each pad can lift the equivalent of 2 double-decker buses.
It's essentially 4 hovercrafts underneath the fan. It's futuristic technology, definitely.
1,000 pounds per square inch of air pressure allows the team to push the 10-ton fan towards the ventilation shaft by hand. They need to lock the fan into the rails with pinpoint precision.
Don't want that getting stuck along the way, because if it is stuck, you're going to have real difficulty trying to get it out.
The front wheel's half and half at the moment.
The fan has jammed on the rail, forcing Felix's team to think on their feet.
Just got to move it slightly over to align it, the back line. You're just going to lift it back onto the peg, move it, and then it should glide in.
It takes some good old-fashioned brute force to dock the fan into the tracks.
I think it's just about there.
Job done. Job done.
Over the following weeks, the team squeezed fans 2 and 3 through the city and station into place.
It's looking very good. We've got all 3 fans in now. Quite a big relief for us. I'm really happy because it's the biggest kit and we got it in one piece.
East, at the Elizabeth Line's Gidea Park train depot, trainee driver Rochelle is taking on her next big challenge, having passed the train simulator trials.
Today I'm here to get behind the controls of the new Elizabeth Line trains to learn and understand how they operate. I'm feeling excited because it'd be good to put all the theory into practice. Slightly nervous because it is the first time I'll be getting into the cab.
Feel good?
Yeah.
We're going to get up to about 5 miles an hour, do a nice controlled stop. Then we're going to get up to about 10 miles an hour, hopefully, and then do another nice controlled stop.
These 200-metre-long trains can carry up to 1,500 passengers and travel at speeds of over 90 miles per hour.
Wonderful. We'll do it again, just got a bit more speed. Nice and slowly.
This powerful 265-ton machine is a far cry from the comfort of the simulator. Recruits like Rochelle must pass more than 175 hours of training at the controls of real trains before they can qualify to carry passengers on the new line.
And just slowly put some brake on. Just get a nice control. There you go.
With train controls mastered, Rochelle can advance to her next driving challenge.
OK, so now we've done the basic train control. Now we're going to couple up to the train in front of us.
OK.
Drivers also need to be equipped with the skills to rescue broken-down trains to avoid delays shutting the line. Engineers have equipped the new Elizabeth Line trains with sophisticated steel couplers on their nose. The couplers can interlock with other trains to haul them out with minimal delay. Rochelle must attempt the coupling process at speeds no higher than 5 miles per hour. Any faster, and she could damage both multi-million-pound trains.
OK, so just take a little bit of power and we'll move up to about 6 feet away, OK? Nice and gently. Keep it like that, that's all good. Back into neutral. It's nice. Keep it like that, keep it like that. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And just a nice gentle brake. Perfect. OK, so now we're about 6 feet away, so you will need to lean forward and have a good look where you are. OK, so nice and gently up to about 1 foot away. OK, and let it coast, a bit more power. Then put the brake on there, that'll be lovely. OK, so we're about 1 foot away. Now if you just want to go gently up onto the train and we'll couple up in the train in front of us. OK, you ready? So just nice and gently. Once here, and then power off. Lovely. And then put the brake on. Wonderful. OK with that? So we put the train to reverse. All the way. OK, hopefully we won't move anywhere. Good. You've coupled up the train.
After today is a sense of achievement and also some relief as well. It's doing what I basically signed up to, which is to become a train driver. So being able to control the movements of the train and to be under instruction as well, and also to be driving the new train, it's a good achievement today. It's really loud.
Rochelle still has 174 hours of training ahead of her to achieve her ultimate goal. Driving 1,500 passengers to work in rush hour. But before passenger trains can even start running, Crossrail engineers need to complete their crucial phase of train testing.
The short circuit test has been cancelled tonight.
Danny's team is still fighting for track time with construction workers to undertake their tests on the line.
We're ready to do the next run, which is test run at number 247.
I'll get over the signaller and then I'll come back to you. Over.
Where's the train going back to now? Just do straight run, isn't it?
There's still a lot of work to do to complete fitting out the stations.
And again.
and hundreds of hours of train tests to perform.
So we strive for maximum speed is 23 miles per hour, yeah?
Engineers have yet to run the trains from one end of the line to the other at high speed and install and test all the railway's signalling.
The problem is fundamentally the infrastructure installation has been later than planned, and the railway systems are not fully integrated for the testing to have become successful quickly enough.
With 14 weeks to go until the planned December 2018 launch of the railway, the decision is made to delay the line's opening by almost a year, to autumn 2019.
With a great deal of regret, we have to announce, having got our board agreement, that we would not be able to meet the December 2018 opening. This was a date that was agreed 10 years ago. Landing this programme on that end date is a bit like landing on the head of a pin from a very long way out.
I mean, I'm not really surprised. I feel like it's just another one of those things in life. Someone tells you that it's going to be done by then and it just doesn't really get done.
Well, I think it's just another setback for British infrastructure, really.
Well, I think it's disgraceful because everything I've read, Crossrail was going to be delivered on time and on budget.
The extra time needed to complete the railway could push the final cost of the project almost £600 million over budget.
We are very conscious of the fact that we're spending public money and that we need to do it very, very efficiently. We do completely understand the public's frustration at what's happened. No one's more disappointed than myself and the team here. We're in this sort of quite raw stage at the moment. I think it's important not to minimise what's happened, but the benefits will still exist. And don't forget, this is a 100-year, 120-year project. Ultimately, it's built to last. Everybody's reputation has been dented by this, and we have to now regroup and focus on delivering Crossrail in 2019 in the autumn.
Next time, with the project delayed and running over budget, can the teams pull together
Tight up there.
to power up the line?
Switching now.
And top out its grand stations?
Keep coming down it nice and slow.
Oh my gosh, that's close.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, yeah?
To get completion of the UK's first new underground railway for 20 years.
Let's stop, Rochelle. Let's stop the train.
Back on track.
It's not straight.